Hey, it's a beautiful day here in small town Kansas. There's our little town. Anyway, I'm up on the roof here because it wouldn't be a small town Kansas if it didn't have the silos in the background. Anyway, we're up here today to repair a roof leak. Had a pretty intense storm the other day. And it was leaking in this corner of the roof. So what I did, I noticed we've got a low spot right before it enters the hole where it drains. And you can see the water pooled up a little bit here. I just put that water on. So what I did is I got all the dirt away. Just used a little hand brush. Then I put some water on it, scrubbed it a little more. And I want it dry before I put the sealant on. Even though this sealant is pretty awesome, they say, and can even go on a wet surface, but probably preferable to put it on dry. So I got the water all out of there, or the dirt, I scrubbed it. I'm gonna dump a little more water on, use the leaf blower to dry things up. So let's go ahead and do that. I got it scrubbed down about as good as I can. I'm gonna just blast all the water out with my leaf blower. So what I found out when blowing this with my leaf blower is it started to bubble up. There's little bubbles all over here. And I think that's the sealant that they put on. I believe these are just tin strips. And all those bubbles indicate that the sealer has kind of worn thin. So hopefully this new sealant will patch that up, because I'm pretty sure that that's where it's leaking in, because you can see water is actually collecting underneath the cover. So hopefully we can fix that. Here's the stuff we got. This came very highly recommended. It's called Through the Roof. It says you can even stick it to wet surfaces, but it's made for just about any surface. They recommend you put it on with a foam brush and a pretty thin, about 1/8 inch thick is what it says on here. So I'm going to go ahead and plaster some of this on, and we'll see what happens. The nice thing about this is that it's clear, so whatever color roofing you have, it ain't going to matter. There's a bunch on the lid, so don't want to waste any of that.
You might want to mention it doesn't matter anyway because it's on the roof and nobody can see it.
Well, if you're at a house, your roof is usually visible.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not a complete idiot like my wife thinks.
I don't think you're an idiot.
So this goes on pretty easy. It's not cheap. This stuff is, I think it was just shy of 25 bucks for a can of it. Probably going to use the whole can just for this little section. They do sell it in larger sizes as well.
You see the hole to the left of the drain? Okay.
Get it on good here. This is where it pools. This is where the water pools. So if the roof fails here, that's where it's going to come in.
Oh.
In Kansas, we get some pretty good storms sometimes. Typical of the Midwest, I guess.
I'm glad the roof is white.
Yeah, so it's not too hot. No, not at all. Right. I should really get the corner.
There's a cute little old man over there.
What?
I think that's Dwayne, a cute little old man.
Oh. You should also know that it says this stuff is flammable, mostly just during application. And it says that's if you put it on too thick. I assume that means, you know, you don't want to smoke around this stuff. I hope it doesn't mean that the sun can just make it suddenly combust, although who knows?
I think it contains alcohol in it. That's why it's only flammable when it's wet. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Got some serious bubbling going on in this area.
It definitely gives off fumes.
Yeah.
So you want to do this on your roof and not on your floors.
Yeah, I don't want to breathe this too long. You'll definitely be feeling funny. But it's a nice day. We got a good breeze blowing, so we won't have to breathe in much of it. Plaster a little more back here.
You see that peeled up piece right in front of you?
There?
Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference, but might as well get it. Vive la différence. This is what happens when you buy a 120-year-old building. Lots of fun repairs all the time.
So I will just set the lid on gently. I'll throw this brush away. I bought an extra. I'm assuming that won't be any good.
And that's the brush that he ruined.
So here we are in the room with the leaks, and after the last big storm, no leaks. It was up in this corner up here, and it was all along, I don't know, about a 4 or 5 foot area. It was just dripping down. Down here on the floor we had buckets and plastic bins going from all along this wall and then some over here, because it was coming in that corner and then it would just run inside and drip down. But after the last big storm, 0 drips. So we are happy to say that that stuff works amazingly. So I highly recommend it for patching up little small holes in your roof. All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.